Hello, we want to welcome you to the Riverside Weekly. We hope your time with us today is thought-provoking, spiritually challenging, and a life-changing experience. Our discussions and messages can be raw, real, and at times very uncomfortable and even controversial. We highly encourage all of our guests and listeners to take notes, leave comments, and when possible, always share what you hear. And now here are your hosts, Pastor Selo and Pastor Mia.
Good morning.
It's Wednesday, everybody.
Wednesday, good morning. How's everybody doing this morning?
Happy New Year.
It's the New Year's, new days, new me.
New me.
As my sister would say, it's Happy New Year, not New Year's.
Who says New Year's?
Most people do. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year's. We should take a poll.
No,
I think
just
it's
think about
Happy
it.
New Year.
You know what? That's what you're supposed to say, but most people say Happy New Year's.
I didn't hear it.
Well, a lot of people do that, especially if you got brown skin or Latin background.
Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you.
Yep.
That's what it sounds like.
That's kind of it. Yeah.
Yay.
So what's on the topic of agenda today? As we get going.
I actually
I'm going to
wanted
be
start-
snacking, so I hope I don't
Can you
bother
not snack? It's really loud.
I know it is, but these are really
Anyway,
good.
I was just going to talk about a song that I know this. I'm kind of biased, so I'm going to be talking about something because it is the new year. So I want to play this excerpt from the song, and then I'll talk about it. How's that?
Okay. You realize what he's saying, right?
I mean, you know. Let me see. Oh, that was the wrong one anyway. That's the one.
Okay, so we went from hose to talking to...
Listen, this is the chorus right here. I don't know.
It's long.
Sorry. That wasn't the part. The chorus actually goes. The chorus actually goes like this. Let me see. I wrote it down. It's
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep living and winning again and again. I ain't never been here in my life is the name of the song. And so I was just wrapping gifts and, just thinking about life and actually it was.
Is that on SoundCloud? Is that on...
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes,
what
it's
is
on
that?
SoundCloud. You
Okay.
can find him.
It's not on iTunes or nothing?
STC.
Just SoundCloud?
I think it's only on SoundCloud. This
Gotcha.
is the Rogue Witness, and you actually can find it. It's capital G's Rogue Witness, and it's actually on... What was that other streaming platform that he did that one album on? And we're like, why? Why did you do that?
I don't know. SoundCloud's the only one I know.
No, it was this one.
SoundCloud.
No, it's not SoundCloud. Why are there no pictures? Why can I not show you?
I don't know, but they're...
That one where he's in the street and we're in Rosenberg, Texas. Shout out.
I don't know.
You remember that streaming platform? I had to delete it because it just kept
Oh, yeah.
sending me stuff. Anyway, SoundCloud, you can find him on SoundCloud. But this is his Rogue Witness album, and he sang a song, I Have Never Been Here in My Life. And I felt like at the beginning of this new year, because we've been gone, by the way, in case you didn't notice, we've been gone for about 2 weeks. We
2
took
weeks.
a
We
break.
took a sabbatical.
Yeah, we took a sabbatical.
It wasn't really a sabbatical. We just didn't record any podcast.
Well, that was a sabbatical.
Well, we weren't just out like doing nothing.
No. Yeah, we really didn't do a real sabbatical. We actually just didn't do podcasts for 2
We
weeks.
just pushed pause on podcast for 2 weeks.
because you can't do that and have Christmas and New Year.
Well, you can, but
How?
Ain't nobody listening to us in Christmas and New Year's.
That's
They're doing
true.
their thing. They're shopping, family
That's true.
time.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to podcast in 2 weeks. For 2 weeks.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I don't. So
I haven't either.
I
Poor
take
Pastor
a break.
Judah.
Not reading no book. I'm not doing anything for 2 weeks. I stopped taking in
Well, cheers to
content.
being back.
Ting. Okay.
All right. Well,
So we still haven't covered anything, talked about
I'm
anything
trying
yet.
to tell you, but you won't let me talk.
Okay, keep going.
You never let me share. That's why
Mm-hmm.
last week I got to share, and it just made me remind myself of, at the place we're at right now, which is what the name of the song is. I ain't never been here in my life. And I feel like with me winning the salsa money for my business and me taking over the driving school and, just being at a different place right now, I just kind of, when I was wrapping gifts and I was just jamming out to my son's music, capital G, he just putting it out there and didn't even realize that he's got so much, not just motivation, but inspiration in his songs. And it made me think of me being at this place right now in this moment, and that's what I shared. Thank you for stepping back. Being in this moment that I shared last Sunday, and it was just so cool because I got, and let me just tell you in case you missed it, I was at the dollar store and there was some glasses there and they said 2020. And so I went to go grab a pair, and when I put them on, I was like, hey, I can see 2020 now. And I was like, bing, a light bulb went off, and I was just like, that's how we should be looking. We should be intentional about the moves that we're making, and we should be like, is this going to hurt me? Is this going to help me? Is this going to push me? Is this going to make me closer to my goal? And I think you said something like that before. You were like, if it isn't going to help me, then I've got to cut that part out of my life. If it's going to push me, to my goal, get me closer to my goal, then it needs to stay in your life, right?
Yeah, it does. I don't want to say no, that's not what I mean, and yes, that is, because it's kind of both. Well, because there's some things that you need to get out of your life because they're not helping you,
right?
But there are things in our lives that push back against us that we need to have in our life.
Well, yes, those
So-
things. But we were talking about things that don't add to you.
Right.
Don't add to you. And so that's what made me think about it. And I was just like, as I was sharing last Sunday from the pulpit, that was awesome. I was just saying that in 2020 and putting these glasses on and being 2020, that I am at a place right now, winning that contest and saying, okay, well, now they're going to help me start my business, kickstart my business, or I won the chip starter, and they're kicking me into my business. It made me think about being intentional and saying, I've never been here in my life. I've never been a multiple business owner. I've never been at a place where I've had money, that much money to say, this is where we're going, or, now let's go this way. Most people live paycheck to paycheck.
I'm raising my hand.
Put your hand down. Put your hand down. I'm just saying that.
I live faith to faith.
Ay. And that's okay too. But I was just saying
Glory
that.
to glory. Hey,
I'm just kidding.
I'm
kidding.
testifying to the Lord
You
has done in my
testify.
life.
Test this one. Okay. Anyway, so it made me think of that not ever being here in my life. And again, his words were just so impactful to me, and all of the music I was listening to. But listen to this. It just says, I'm just trying to keep living and winning again and again.
It's most people in their life.
Yeah.
But the problem is,
Tell us. Do tell us.
most people want to win in their life, but they don't even know if they're winning in their life.
Okay. So being at a place that I've never been right now, I had to sit down and write out a business plan. And I had to say, this is my goal. This is where I'm going. Okay, now let's write out a vision plan for my year, because it's bigger than just me now. It's bigger than just me and the church, me and you. It's bigger than me, you, and the church. It's bigger than God, me, you, and the church, and a business. It's
Yep.
all these legs and all these things. And now they've grown feet and they've grown arms. And I had to go, okay, what's a win? What's a win?
That's where a lot of people don't. They want to win in life. They want to win at their job. They want to win in their family. They want to win in these different areas. But if you never define what a win is, then you'll find yourself losing and not even realize that you're losing. You'll think that you're winning, but you're not even winning. And going back to what you had said before, if you don't cut things out of your life, then you'll stay where you're at and you won't be able to move forward. You'll have those weights and those obstacles, but they could be relationships, it could be bills, it could be so many different habits, so many different things. And so if you don't know what a win is, if you don't know what it means to win, then you're constantly trying to win, but you never really feel like you are. You're not. There's nothing. There's nothing measurable. You can't measure it. You don't know if you're scoring a point or if you're getting knocked out.
Did they fumble?
Yeah, like did you fumble? Like did you throw an interception? Like whatever that is. And but most of us, we live our life. We say, hey, new year, new me. We say, I'm going to start this new thing, or I'm going to start going to church, or I'm going to start tithing, or I'm going to start going to the gym, or I'm going to start eating right, or I'm going to start doing better at this. I'm going to start. And so we have this long list of resolutions or commitments that we make, but we never set a path to win. We never set a path to success because we think just by going to the gym that we're winning. And it's, yeah, you can go to the gym. You may be doing more than somebody else, but for you, what does that W look like? And
or kind of like my sister says, well, I go to the gym just so I can eat.
Yeah, there's no problem with that. I personally don't have a problem with that. If go to the gym so that you can eat what you want, then knock yourself out.
Yeah.
But eventually, even if you did that, that's your point. Of doing that, even eventually you'll get tired of just doing that, and you'll either quit.
Which is true. Because now she's lost weight.
Yeah, she's lost a lot of weight. And so when you look at that point, when you get to that point, you'll either stop doing what you were doing,
or you'll change,
or you'll push and go further. You'll change and go further. But when we plateau, anytime that we plateau in life, regardless of where it's at, there's only two directions. You're either going to fall back to doing what you were doing before, which is not, what you were doing before, which is less, or you're going to push forward to do more. And a lot of times we don't know what pushing forward looks like, and so we don't push forward. We just maintain. That's
living. You're just living.
Well, not even really just living. You're literally just you're stagnant. Like you go home, or you wake up in the morning, you go to work, kick the cat, take the kids to school.
Don't kick the kids.
Get some coffee, go to work, get off, take lunch, come home, pick up the kids, slap the dog, feed the husband, like whatever it is that you're doing. And you just do that over and over again. And a lot of people think that that's living. That's not living. Living is what you said before, is doing things intentional, planning what you plan on doing, because now you're living life. And a lot of times life just comes at us and we literally just
dodge.
we dodge and we just take it as it comes. Like we think it just comes at us, and so
but if you don't go out there and you don't go get it, you're just dodging.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like people don't do that. People don't do that.
Dip, dodge, duck, and dodge again.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you could dodge all that stuff, but if you never reach out there to grab a ball, you're just going to continually get hit.
Yeah. So, and that's what I'm saying is like what you're saying is having all these things and not being you've never been here before, and that's what a lot of people don't like. We don't like
the new.
We don't like the new. We don't like
new
change.
Is bad.
Everything grows to a point to where it has to change. Everything.
Flowers, trees.
It doesn't matter. Anything in life, if it's growing, you cannot have growth without change.
Ooh,
you cannot have growth without change. And most of us think that we're growing, even though we're not changing. And then some of us think that we're changing, but we're not really growing.
That'd be like a 5-year-old in a newborn diaper.
Exactly.
You can't do that.
Well, you see them all the time.
What?
You see that all the time.
Well, how?
Well, how many times have you seen a baby being breastfed and they walking around?
A 5-year-old? Oh, Mom, here. That kid is walking and he's in elementary.
Yeah, I'm like, really? Come on, man.
I'm sorry.
And I'm not taking shots. I'm not judging. I'm not judging. I'm just saying that
we love
a lot of times our
grandkids breastfed.
All our babies our grandbabies most of our grandbabies are breastfed. And so
that's how they got their big melon head. No, I'm just kidding.
When we look at growth, we expect to grow. We want to grow, but we never want to change. And you can't grow without changing. Like you have to change in order to grow. And a lot of us don't like that because it puts more on us
Yeah.
than it does anybody.
I think you said it best. Even though I shared 2 weeks ago, you shared and you said that, about growing and not being complacent. If
Yeah.
you're complacent, then you're just bypassing life, honestly.
just passing you by.
Yeah.
You're stagnant.
Yeah, stagnant. And stagnant water stinks.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I mean, they didn't call it the Dead Sea for nothing.
Yeah.
And so I don't know whether to call this podcast goal setting or to call it New Year, New Me, or to call it, what was the other one you said? You didn't say goal.
I don't know.
You didn't say goal. You
My
said
mind went
something
blank.
else.
I don't know.
Anyway,
no idea.
I was just saying that that song reminded me of where I'm at right now. I'm at a place that that is pushing me and pushing me and making me want to strive to be a better leader. And I love that that's the series we're going into right now about being a better leader and having the tools to lead. We all have the tools, and you said it best. You said, if you were born, you're a leader. You were born because God created you to lead these people. What did he say?
Lead your family, lead your community, lead your church.
Kids, you're leading your family, you're leading your job. You are a leader. And someone said, man, now I'm accountable to be a leader. Okay, well, you were accountable even before.
Yeah, just didn't realize you were.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I find myself at a place that I've never been before. And I think it's so funny because it's not that I've never spoken out before against things. It's not that I've never ran a business before. It's not that I've not ever, had those kinds of things. It's just that I think, and I think you always say it, I think it dialed up the fire in me and going, and I'm not afraid anymore. That's the thing. I'm not afraid to be at a new place because growth to me is exciting. Now I'm at a place where I'm more mature that now I'm saying, okay, now I want to be intentional about what I do. And
I don't like growing.
I didn't say I liked growing, but I'm saying it's exciting to me because I'm not afraid anymore.
Oh, I'm afraid of growing too. Just put it out there. People that, man, you do it. I'll be terrified sometimes doing stuff.
But
Just
you always say, do it terrified.
Do it terrified. That's what
You get on roller coasters.
That's
I
what-
don't even ride
I
roller
don't-
coasters.
But do it scared
Yeah.
is what I like to say. I mean, to say that you're not scared. I don't agree with that, but I do stuff scared all the time, and
Do it scared.
yeah, for me, that's what I say.
Cut
Just
your hair.
whatever, let it grow out. Don't shave. Go 2 weeks without brushing your teeth.
Don't do
whatever,
that.
whatever.
Don't do that. Don't. do
Whatever
that.
it is,
Yeah, don't
just
that.
do it. Just do it scared.
No. But anyway, I thought that would be good to be the New Year, New Me. And that's what I did share about 2 weeks ago. Everybody does say that, New Year, New Me. But can we do something more than just your body? It doesn't have to be physical. It can be mental. It can be spiritual. It can be emotional. Do more than just focus on the physical, focus on the emotional, focus on the spiritual, focus on the on your emotional growth, your spiritual growth, your
Social growth.
social growth. Ugh, right here. You didn't have to say that out loud.
Well, some of us don't like. We don't have
I
friends,
don't
and
like
it,
to people today.
we don't. Some of us don't have friends, or we don't like going to parties, or we don't like doing things
Me.
in a social setting. But
I'm
then
looking
when
for
we want
the escape route.
when we want to have a party, or we want somebody to celebrate,
nobody
shows up because they don't
You're
even.
not friends. You don't wanna be
You're not hanging out with
friendly.
nobody. Yeah.
I don't know why nobody came. Well, maybe because you're not friendly.
Yeah.
You know?
There you go.
Yeah. I think we did a podcast on that before.
Okay, yep.
Well, let's
Sure did.
focus on the never been here in my life. Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to help everybody with the new year and your New Year's goals. I said New Year's. Your New Year goal.
I tried to tell you.
Aha.
Aha! I told you.
Your New Year goal and your New Year resolution. That's going to be very hard for me not to do that. Try saying that one without an S. But really working on yourself and saying, okay, let's be intentional about 2020. Let's look at life with 2020 vision now and not distorted vision. Let's not look at ourselves and say, I'm not a good leader, or I'm not a good parent, or I'm not this, or I'm not that. Why do you got to use the word not? God says we're good enough. And so we just need to quit downing ourselves and be at a new place. If we're ready to grow, then let's do it. I think we've done it.
Let's do it.
I think we've done a podcast on that
Yeah.
too. But talking about the new year, new me.
Yeah. I mean, it's
And being at a place you've never been before.
and it's hard because we as a society, we tend to do things that people can see.
That's like banging a gong.
What I mean is, like, we go to the gym and we post that we're at the gym.
Yeah.
We,
I'm at the coffee shop and reading my Bible.
yeah. I mean, to me,
go.
just
read your Bible. You
just
don't have to tell everybody about it.
Do everything that you can to grow, but don't let anybody know that you are.
Yeah, and let's see who notices your growth.
Exactly.
Right?
I mean, and that's what we really strive for, here at Riverside is, don't tell me you're growing. Show us you're growing. Show me you're growing, because when you're growing, you're not the only one that's going to feel it. Everybody's going to see it.
What did you say about walking into a room? When you walk into a room, nobody says you're a man.
Yeah.
They just know that you are.
Right. You're like,
Or they're going to say that's a boy.
Right.
I'm a man.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
well, you act like a boy, so I just called you a boy.
yeah. So when you're growing, you shouldn't have to tell anybody you're growing. They should be able to see it.
See it, yeah.
So it's like when somebody's losing weight,
People should be able to tell you.
they'd be like, wow, I can see you went up a couple of pant sizes there. Me, after Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's.
You have a food baby you need to birth?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
working on it.
I know you
I
are.
hit the ground running, but I'm not here telling y'all that I am.
Okay. Okay. What do they say? Okay. I don't know how to do it. Okay. Okay. So done with you. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that up, that I have not been at a place that I am right now, and I'm actually striving to be a better leader. And I feel like that in 2020, in this coming, I'm. And they always say one word from God can change your life, and that one word for me
Read. No.
is what?
That's read. Listen.
Yeah, read and listen.
Shut up. Well, that's 2 words.
I was like, wait, no, he didn't say that to me.
Oh, mommy said shut up.
But that big things were coming, and I've got to be ready. And what does my daughter say? Got to put my big girl panties on and let's get to moving. And
Yeah, and that's what we don't like
literally. No, I'm just kidding.
to do. That's what we don't like to do, because it costs us too much.
Yeah.
So-
What price are you willing to pay to be at a place you've never been at before?
Ooh,
That's
that was question of the year. Okay.
all right.
Call
We'll
that a
wrap
day.
it up. Done. Package
right.
that nicely.
Sweet.
Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for holding out. And I'm so glad you guys are coming back. Tell somebody to join in, because this year we're going to do a lot of, not different things, but we are going to have some guests and talk about some.
We're having stuff.
Huh?
I said we're doing stuff.
Yeah, we're doing stuff. We're going somewhere.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Oh, matter of fact, just real quick, we're going to be on Twitch, and we're going to be on Mixer. And if you don't know what those are, then don't worry about it. If you do, then you know exactly where to find us. So anyway, those are some other video platforms besides YouTube. Believe it or not, there's actually video platforms outside of YouTube
Whoa.
that have podcasts. And so we're going to be getting on
Whoa.
those probably by the end of February.
Well, cheers to that.
Yeah, hey. All right.
Tink.
We'll see you there. To all of our new listeners on Twitch and Mixer.
I was like,
Hey,
sounded
hey.
like a single website or something. Let's go to Mixer. Let's have a Mixer. Anyway,
We'll talk to you guys later. Y'all be blessed. We'll holler at y'all.
peace.
Thank you for listening to the Riverside Weekly. This podcast is made possible by the givers of Riverside Community Church. Download the Riverside Waco app to stay connected and follow us on all social media sites at the Riverside Waco. Production and engineering provided by Capital G and RTV in Waco, Texas.